Now in Lords of the Fallen there are a whole bunch of NPCs that you're going to want to interact with, but some of them have quest chains that you can quite easily miss or that can go wrong very easily. Today I'm going to be covering the whole of the Tortured Prisoners quest chain just after you've released her. I think most people will have released her by now, but if you haven't, I'll link a video top right that you may want to watch before this one. But to sum it up quickly, there'll be a special area at Skyrest that you're going to need the Skyrest bridge key in order to open up. Once in there, you're going to encounter the Tortured Prisoner, then you're going to have to free her by flaying a few souls with your Umbral Lamp. This will allow you to get the Syrian Accusation Catalyst, and if you want to free her, you'll have to go over to her cage and hand it over to her. But it's well worth doing, especially if you're after Inferno build, as she'll have some of the best items in the game for it. But once she is free, you're going to be able to meet up with her once again by heading to the start of the area when you first encountered Pieta as a boss. After you've exhausted her dialogue and you've seen exactly what you want to buy off of her, as she has a few nice items on her, also has a really powerful early game Inferno spell that could help you tackle some of the tougher enemies. Then the next time you're going to encounter her is going to be after you've tackled and defeated the Spurned Progeny Fire Boss over at Calroth. When you do defeat him, you're going to be rewarded with a few items, but the main one is going to be the Fire Giant Eyeball. Then you're going to go back to where you'd seen her previously and you're going to hand over that item straight to her. This is going to expand her inventory, and as well as that, she's then going to hand you back the Syrian Accusation Catalyst that you previously gave to unlock her. Now at this point she's going to move on and she's going to go to where you just fought the Fire Giant, so if you need to speak to her you can always go there. But for the next part of the quest chain you're going to need to go to Upper Calroth, and then you're going to need to make your way just down here. There will be an Umbral entity that's going to be blocking you however, so you're going to want to travel into Umbral, make your way round, jump up this ladder just here, and then just across from you is going to be the enemy you're going to need to soulflay in order to dissolve it from the gate. So bop off the ledge and make your way straight through. Just shortly after the gate you'll be able to come straight out of Umbral, and then you're going to want to keep going all the way I show here. There are a couple of tough enemies including the Ruiner here, so depending on your setup you may just want to bypass them by running straight through, or just take them out whatever you see fit. But go down this little hole, and just up here will be a vestige bed if you want to use one. Carry on through, jump off of this little ledge, and then you'll be able to open up the shortcut. However, we're not going to be going through this way, you're going to turn back around, backtrack on yourself, and go just over here. Just through this way, and nice and easy, as soon as you see that guy right at the end, the one that is annoying and fires the fire crossbolts, then just before them is going to be the items you're after, the Noblewoman dress set. Now at this point you're going to want to equip everything that you've just found, and then you're going to go back to the Vestige of Dawn in the Upper Calroth mining district. From there you're going to head just down in this direction, and you're going to speak to the Tortured Prisoner once more and completely exhaust her dialogue once again. Again, her inventory is going to be expanded and she's going to have some really great items this time, including one of the best rings in the game I believe, this ring just here, the Mana Stone ring, that's going to completely help to regen your mana. Heading back to the Vestige of the Forgotten Guardian, you're going to want to make your way down previously where you went and keep going through as you're going to pass the Ruiner once more. And then just up the top here, rather than going right where we went previously, we're going to make our way up and round on the left here, as if we're heading to the beacon. And the Tortured Prisoner is going to be behind these grated bars just here. At this point she's going to give you Elegant Perfume, and it's a kind of resource if you want to use it on a boss later on, but by no means do you have to. At this stage you're going to have cleansed the beacons because you need to make it all the way to the final area, that's Bramis Castle. In here you're going to be after 2 key items that are needed to pretty much complete her quest chain. Now there's no vestige that's really close to this, but as soon as you've gone down this makeshift lift just here, and upon making it to the very bottom of that elevator, you're going to come across one of these, a flower bed. If you want to make a fast travel, then you know you're going to be in the right place. From there, just head exactly where I show. Keep heading up the stairs and you're going to be on the lookout for a shining item just on the side of one of them. Keep making your way round and it's going to be just over in the corner here, and that's going to be the charred letter. Again, you're going to want to make sure before you go any further you head back to the prisoner, hand that over and exhaust her dialogue once more. This will then cause her to move along again, and this time she's going to go all the way to the Bramis Castle vestige. At this point you're going to want to head off over in this direction. Remember, everything in this area hits like an absolute truck, so be a little bit mindful when you're running past enemies. But I'm going to show you how to get the next item and how to rotate the staircase in order to make things a lot easier for yourself. So go all the way up here, then you're going to want to make it over to this direction. You'll be able to push down the ladder in case you want to come back here. That's going to be a shortcut. At that stage you're going to go over to the opposite side, and then you're just going to make your way around, as there's going to be a lever that you're going to need to push. Before you do that, make sure you take out this enemy, as I think they probably disperse some of the crystals, making it easier to get around. Pull the lever, go back the way you came, keep making your way around until you see the staircase once again. At this stage you're going to go all the way up and you'll be able to go through a door that you previously weren't able to. Destroy or bypass the enemies, whatever you choose, and there'll be a key item just up here, and that's going to be the royal key that's going to allow you to get to the next area. Back to where we were previously at the very bottom of the staircase, so we've ran past that door we just went in, and now we're going to go all the way up to the top, and this is where we're going to be using the key. At this stage you're just going to want to follow the exact way that I'm running here. Right, at this point there's going to be a ledge that you're going to bop off, and be a little bit wary as there are two ruiners down here, so you can get caught out if you've been unlucky. Or you can do an awful roll like I do here and get absolutely smashed to pieces. But just keep making your way through, all the way into the king's bedroom, and then over in the corner is going to be the item you're after, the swaddling cloth. Now at this point, probably best not to go any further. If you keep making your way through there, a little bit further on, probably about 3 minutes further on, will be the boss room. So I'd say go back, speak to the tortured prisoner now, and that way you've handed everything in and nothing can really go wrong. Now the final part will be after you've defeated the next boss. If you make your way just up the stairs, you're going to speak to the tortured prisoner. She's going to do her big reveal. I'm not really going to go into that in case it's too many spoilers. Then she's going to hand you a ring, which may have accidentally spoiled it already, but then you've completely fulfilled her quest chain. Everything's done, you've got the achievement. But if you wanted to go back to the Bramis Castle vestige, just to the right hand side is also going to be the best 5-slot catalyst in the game, as well as her armor set. Hopefully that's helped all you guys and girls out. There'll be a lot more content from me. As always, for All Things Gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.